Come on. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop. Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop. Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop. No fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop. Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop. 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 Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop.
Surprise, bitch. Bet you thought you'd seen the last of me, didn't ya? Oh, relatively short stream today, you guys. Relatively short stream, but that's okay. We're still gonna have some fun girl time, you guys. Some fun girl time. We're gonna have so much fun. I hope everybody is ready. I hope everybody is ready for some fun. All right, let's see. What's cooking? Hush Girl is here. Honeybee, Lavishly Lavender, Max, Lesser Older Tales, That Fat Bat, Toasty. We also have Inky and our Darkstorm, Noodle Sandwich. We have Pumpkin Pyrite, Cal. We also have Jaunty, Molly, Frick the Pirate, Tito, Graham. We have Lulu, Deezy. We have Graham, Don't Smoke in Bed, for now. Timid Kitten. We have Bard Barbarian, Rainbow, Doggy Unicorn, Shotgun Fox, Sour Sin, Astro John, Redlin. We are continuing down to see Junie. We are also seeing Gummy Sunny. I also see Dopamine as well. Bylonic, Marty, JJ, Barbie, let's go, Layla Bug. I'm probably saying the same thing twice a couple of times, but I'm dyslexic, so I get the pass. We've got Roasting Potato, Gabby, and my shit just jumped again because God hates me. KP, KYP Crow, Only Me, and Pai-chan, Bloop, Bloop, Blop, Massa Mouse. Haven't seen you in a while, bud. Hope that you're good. Wonderful, wonderful. And Gabby, of course. And Yarshmallow, Dairy Rose. Surprise girl time, you guys. And Usagi. And Usagi is here, of course. Of course, Usagi is here. All right. You guys, what an exciting day to be alive. I've got some stuff. I will let you guys decide in what order you would like to do things. So, what are we doing in order? Well, what are we doing first, I guess? Because there's three things that I want to do. All of them are relatively short, so we shouldn't be terribly long. All of them are probably going to make me crash out, which is awesome. So, let me get these up here for you. And Starshine is here, truthfully, as well. Beautiful, beautiful. I also have a hot little nuke in the back of my pocket. There's an unreleased call that, to my understanding, will be released sometime relatively soon regarding KP. So that could be pretty exciting if and when that drops. I of course, have a secret treasure trove of knowledge at all times, but you know, one of these days we'll drop it. It'll drop, and then we'll comment on it.
Drop it.
But we're not gonna meme too close to the sun. Hey Malcolm, I messaged you on Twitter. I made something on store that you'll find funny. I never check my Twitter DMs. You guys should not try to reach out to me on Twitter. I never. Yeah. Pretty much any message that I get sent on Twitter gets marked as spam. So just as a heads up, do everything through Discord, because I never check my DMs on Twitter. Just as a heads up. What's up, Jaden? I hope that you're well. It's not the shotgun call, but it's pretty fire. It's pretty fucking fire. But one day, sometime soon, somewhere very near, that will be released, and then we can talk about it. But I will not meme too close to the sun. We're gonna do Not So Erudite today, DZ. It's okay. We're going to do it. I think the problem, DZ, is that very few people are aware of Not So Erudite, so they don't appreciate the content mill that she is. They don't appreciate it. But you and I know, and that's okay. We can appreciate it together. We can appreciate it together. Which is super slay. Super slay. Okay. Looks like you guys are going. You guys are going. All right. Let's check the likes, guys. It's time to get your likes up. Let's go. Time to get the likes up, guys. Let's check. How are we sitting? Okay, we got 124 people here and only 36 likes. That's very bad. That's a very bad ratio.
Malcolm has all
That's
the IQ of
terrible,
a baked potato,
terrible ratio.
so no, I don't think so.
Like the stream text.
Hell yeah, thank you very much, Molly. And thank you for reminding everybody to like the stream. It's free. Everybody witness Molly, please. NSE has always been a fucking lolcow. Mama, a girl behind you. So don't forget to like the stream, guys. Somebody mentioned that they sent something to me on Twitter. Don't send me shit on Twitter. I never check my Twitter DMs. You can always hit me up in Discord. Okay, we're doing better. We're at 52, but I think that we can pump up the jams. I think that we can do better than that. I think that we can certainly do better than that. I think we can at least get 69, guys, because that's really funny. At the very least, do it for the meme, okay? You won't do it for me. Do it for the memes. All right? Oh, fuck. I almost dropped my weasel. Saved him. Almost dropped my weasel. Arlette is also being very finicky. There we go.
Who is this Calvin Garrar? Who is he?
Thank you very much for the gifted invoicing email. Congratulations, Marty. Everybody witness, please. All right. So, let's see. We've got our likes up, guys. We've got our likes up. We're doing great. Everybody's doing so good. You guys are doing great. You guys are awesome. You guys are so cool. Okay. So, let's get that locked in. So, I didn't end up watching the stream that Chuuli did the other day. I didn't end up watching it. But, you guys, guess what? Guess who was mentioned? It was me. I was like, oh my god, we know that bitch. Let's go. So it came into my purview that Chuuli was talking a little bit of shit. And so we can check that out. That is certainly what's winning. I can see that right away. I would also like to call attention to the fact that we've done an ungodly amount of Chuuli content. I have not made a single segment out of anything that I've ever covered of Chuuli's because I don't fucking care. She's not worth the time. So I find that to be pretty interesting because I could go nuclear. I could blow some shit up. We could go Hiroshima on some of these people's asses, but we have chosen peace.
Who is this Calvin Garrar? Who is he?
Thank you very much, Bard. Welcome, Mamacita. Everybody witness, please. So what I'm going to do here is there's a bunch of clips. There's a bunch of clips. However, I think that instead of playing clip by clip by clip, we just go to the relevant timestamp and then we go from there. That's my opinion. That is what my opinion is. So if we jump on in here, I'm going to pause this and then we're going to back up just a little bit and then we'll just let her roll. Let me make sure this is the right timestamp though. Give me 1 second. I just want to confirm and then we can begin. And I'm just going to do this on my phone so it doesn't open like 600 tabs and make my computer fucking explode, because that would suck. Okay, what's the timestamp on this? I don't know. Fuck. Yep, like 119 is when we start, okay? Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. So basically what the issue is, okay? This is what the issue is here. It's this video right here that is the issue. Let's take a peek at this, okay? So this is what I said, all right? This is what I had said. So this is Chuuli making a thumbnail right here, and it says, just a beta cuckbot literally cries to gigapassoid T-girl. And the gigapassoid in question is Yen. And the comment that I made was that if you have to don yourself a gigapassoid, you are not. And you are certainly not a gigapassoid if you don't voice train. I don't make the rules, I just play by them, okay? And for people who are blissfully unaware, a gigapassoid is a trans woman who passes very well. It's a Stacy, it's an archetype, okay? The Bricks and the Hans are the ones that do not pass, okay? And I said the same thing about Brianna Wu, and I'll say the same thing about literally anybody else that does it. If you have to self-identify as a gigapassoid Stacy, you are not a gigapassoid Stacy. So, yeah, I hear that there's a little bit of shit talking going on, and there's nothing that I love more. There's nothing that I love more than talking a little shit. So let's lock in gigapassoid HSTS true transsexuals. Let's see what's popping.
Mid-30s. So I was going to write 2 paragraphs of victim blaming without looking into sources. She would do that. Yeah, I think the last thing I saw from anything in that crowd is like Malcolm. Y'all know Malcolm?
We
like,
do.
God damn it, Malcolm being like a complete idiot. And like, if I may be dark woke for a second.
Dark woke, let's go.
Did I hear what? But if I may be dark woke for a second. So like, my last stream was like the one about Just a Robot and Yen, their cult. Malcolm is a tourist. Lol. Where Malcolm was like raging at my title because I named it like Just a...
Also, these people all have like terminal levels of autism and cannot read other people's emotions to save their life. I literally wasn't mad, and I'm literally not mad. I'm making fun of you. Me making fun of you does not mean that I'm mad. Me saying, you're fucking stupid, I'm not mad. I think it's funny. I think it's entertaining, actually, is what it is. I'm not mad at all. If you want to make an ass out of yourself, I mean, it's a free country. No one can stop you.
A beta cuck robot literally cries to gigapassoid T-girl, which is like, that's a combination of incel rhetoric and transgender 4chan rhetoric. It's like, that's a mixture of like 2 groups that I'm obviously not politically aligned with or socially aligned with, like not in any way aligned with beliefs. Like, so obviously.
I miss the rage. I miss the rage. I know, maybe I should just start saying like tone indicators. Guys, I'm really upset that I was talking negatively about /Jen. This is so fucking gay.
Obviously, it's ironic. It's an exaggeration. It's played for laughs. And Malcolm saw that and was like, you're being delusional because, Yen hasn't voice trained. So, you know, you can't call her a gigapassoid. Yeah, I was actively...
Oh my god, it's called a joke. Oh my god.
Mocking the lingo. And he's like, you're being delusional. She's not a gigapassoid because she isn't voice trained. And I'm like, no.
None of these bitches are gigapassoids, by the way. There's a reason that all of them draw like super snatched, sexy avatars and shit like that. It's because they're basically Medusa. Anybody who sees them turns to stone because they're also fucking ugly.
Malcolm Why is your nasally spoken ass talking about other people's voices passing or not?
Grow up. Call me a trainee. Grow up. I know you want to say it. Just say it. Just say I have the trainee voice. Do it. And also, it's not a nasally voice. It's called a Suboxone voice. Get with the times. Also homophobic, by the way.
You know, if I may be dark woke for a moment.
Be dark woke.
It's just really funny to me.
Oh my god, she's crashing out. She's raging out. She's so fucking mad. She's crashing out, raging out, crashing out, raging out. Oh my god, I need a tone indicator.
Stuck at the car repair place and there's a puppy. Aww. Malcolm be on the LGBT board on 4chan. Malcolm is a word I won't say. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you guys are such pussies. Say it. Say it. I know you want to say it. Just say it. Don't be shy. Rip the band-aid off. I know you want to say that I have the trainee voice. I know you do. Just say it. You'll be free. You'll be freer for it.
Bro sounds like Nerd Pack. Malcolm Sabao. Literally.
Hell
Malcolm's
yeah.
just a weirdo. For the longest
Hell yeah.
time of Yen and I's friendship, I thought she was just a deep voiced woman.
Sorry. That's funny.
Like, her voice doesn't sound, like, nice. She just kind of sounds soft-spoken. Like, she has a...
Like, and this is just really funny to me because if anybody remembers long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away, there was and this is, again, nothing ever happens. Time is a flat circle. A long time ago, there was a lot of conversations that were had around the way that you can tell other people's voices, like what gender they are, and it's by resonance and it's by pitch. And so when your resonance is low, that's really hard to do as a woman. So 9 times out of 10, if a voice has a high pitch but a low resonance, you can automatically assume that not automatically assume, but the generalized assumption is that that person is male. This was discourse, what, 6 years ago? 6 years ago? What panel was that on? Let's see if I can find it. There was this girl, I can't remember her fucking name. It wasn't Taftash. There was another girl that always did trans panels when Prime K was relevant. Trans panel Prime Ks. I think her name was Allison. It's not this one. Actually, it is this one, I think. But I think she comes in later. I don't think this is the right panel. But I don't think that this is the right panel. But it's this person. I can't remember her fucking name. I don't even think that she makes content anymore. But she was like she was a professional voice trainer. It's Alice. I was close. It's Alice. So this is, 4 years ago? This is ancient lore. This is Alice. Alice, actually one of the only good trans debaters that ever came out of Twitch politics, ironically. She's like a professional voice trainer, and this was hot goss back in the day, you guys. This was hot fucking goss. But it's all about like the resonance versus the pitch, and that's the identifier. That's why, like, even though I have a nasally F-slur voice, the resonance is lower, and that's what people are listening to be able to differentiate a woman from an effeminate sounding voice. That's why the gay voice is easily identifiable. It's like science. It's because you're speaking from your throat, not from your chest. It's your pitch. It's your pitch is high, your resonance is low. There's like an entire science to this. So actually, no, unfortunately, the lower resonance and the higher pitch, that most people, your average individual, would never assume that somebody with a low resonance and a high pitch is somebody who is just like a woman. Unless you have like there's a lady that I follow on TikTok that's like a bodybuilder, and she takes testosterone. So she has, a pretty deep resonance as well. But it's science. It's science, guys. Science.
Feminine air to her voice. It's not like she sounds really masculine. Her voice sounds deeper. So him being like, it's about passing, and when I'm like mocking the terms because I don't give a fuck about passing or not. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, well, we know that's why you never show your face. And this is like old discourse. Like, I've spent 100 years in the trans minds, so this is like all old news to me. The people that are really fixated on this kind of shit are people that like don't have a horse in the race, so to speak. It's like anytime that you hear somebody talking about trans men being lesbians and all this other crazy shit, it's that they hinge it all on like their own relationship with passing. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It's super cool if you don't give a fuck about passing, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but we can tell. So like the opinion means literally nothing to me. The opinions of people that like LARP online mean literally fucking nothing to me. So
if you pass or not, it was clearly ironic. And him not getting that is like, Malcolm is
I understand that it's ironic. I'm making fun of you because it's stupid. I'm making fun of you. Yes.
dumb, you guys. I don't
I'm
know if
very
you picked
dumb,
up on
very
that.
true.
Malcolm, he's a little stupid. But let's keep watching.
Fails to understand why Saberspark is getting so much quote-unquote grace. Saberspark showed evidence not just of his DNA
Okay, I wonder if there's more clips in here because now we're gonna do this for a second.
displaying
But
what their
hang on.
relationship looked like, but also evidence of how far he was prepared to go to prove his innocence. KP highlights the fact that Saberspark makes a
Hang on.
mistake
Let
regarding
me
the
see if
timeline
there's other
between
timestamps
When given his
on
own
this.
testimony on the accusations leveled against him, his own lapses in memory are not canon as proof of a malicious lie. His own incorrect recollection of events, as proved by the screenshots he himself provided, are not canon as proof of a malicious lie.
However, what KP completely fails to acknowledge is it doesn't matter, because Saberspark has also got the DMs. We can check in real time whether he is telling the truth. You can
True.
speak in an interview. It's okay. What you can't do is lie repeatedly in statements, which is what Emmy has done.
Yeah, those are two different things. One of them was just like an on-the-fly kind of thing, and the other one is
Okay.
premeditated.
This one's at 133.
Like, why? I feel like I'm gonna ask that question a lot. Why is this not obvious to her? Why is this not obvious to KP? Never heard of Malcolm, but he's a dumbass. Love Young's voice. Yeah, Malcolm is just stupid.
True.
KP also focuses on the fact that there was some kind of relationship, so surely that means that something must have happened.
Hang
This
on,
is
let
why
me
I
make sure
mentioned
these are
earlier that KP
right.
Ew! Are you serious? Damn!
Okay, yeah. So it's at
To
the
be
next
fair, I
one's
thought
at
Malcolm was a cis
133.
man, albeit a very nasally sounding one. Clocked
Yes.
and gagged. Clocked.
Clocked and gagged. Clocked and gagged. Raped the house down, boots mama. Like this, like online, like it isn't even online. That's not even true. Like this fucking RuPaul drag race, like fucking brain rot is so fucking annoying to me. And it's also like exceptionally annoying because there's a lot of criticisms, especially if you want to do dark woke. Let's do dark woke. Let's have a woke off. Let's do it. Let's have a woke off. Why are you, who is somebody not black, appropriating all of the AAV language of ballroom drag? Let's be dark woke. Why? Why are we doing appropriation of black ballroom drag culture as somebody who's not black? Feeling very clocked and gagged right now. Rape the house down, boots slay. Very cool.
And gagged.
Gagged.
Folks think I'm a big dude by my deep voice. I'm a scrawny puke though. Got my dad's scary voice apparently. Because she's a media reviewer and to stick to that. Wait, what is that? That's creepy. Because like, let me hear this again. It sounds like because like what they're saying is like she's not certain that the essay happened, but she's like, oh, there was some type of relation there, so something must have happened. That's fucked up. That's weird as fuck. The presumption, all these assumptions from KP are incredibly weird. Like the assumption that
Also, I know that a lot of these little weirdos like to lurk. I'm very happy to take call-ins, especially if anybody's feeling particularly brave. I do, and maybe I have to put a tone indicator here. Obviously, like, I'm not, like, this is, like, old fucking discourse, bro. Like, this is discourse that we were having, like, fucking 10 years ago. Like, this isn't new shit, you know what I mean? So, I'm happy to retread any of this. It's not my first time around the trans racehorse track or whatever the fuck. So, super down. If anyone's feeling particularly brave, I am in Discord, so feel free.
Saber must have been abused as a child, that something must have happened just because there's evidence of some type of relationship. The evidence that fucking he thinks she has a crush on him. What the fuck?
can't do is lie repeatedly
I'm an androgynous guy with an androgynous voice. I pass whenever I feel like it real.
in statements, which is what Emmy has done. KP also focuses on the fact that there was some kind of relationship, so surely that means that something must have happened.
That's disgusting. That's revolting.
And this is why I mentioned earlier that KP doesn't seem to have had any long-term relationship. The only way this dumb as rocks fan cell can read human interactions
Jesus Christ.
is in some way aggressive. Now, I'm not just saying this without any kind of grounding. KP seems to have a long history of making accusations against people, predominantly that people are in some way attracted to her. Something that she, yes, does here in her response video.
This led to a good number of people speaking down to me, harassing me, and sending death threats largely based on the assumption that I was a bitter, jealous, stupid woman targeting an innocent, successful, intelligent man for the sin of not dating me.
I could see the misogynistic narrative attempting to be spun there. Oh, white women, please don't.
To which I'd like to respond by saying, Steven, I'm just not that into you.
KP is obsessed with the idea that people must be attracted to her and must like her. In fact, during my conversations with her, despite
That's so
making a
creepy.
drama commentary video on her, she starts asking me, what would it take for me to watch her content again?
Well, you were a fan of the content before like controversies happened, right? Like, would you go out of your way to watch a video that was about controversy that I made like randomly?
I mean, I like some of the...
Oh, Beckett, not trying to. Yeah, Steven is Saber.
Let's speed
No,
up a
Malcolm
little
is goddammit Malcolm, who I think is a dummy.
bit. Bitch, I think that you're fucking dumb. I think that you got dropped on your head when you were a kid. I think that you probably got, kicked in the head by a horse. That seems to be a repeatable pattern, I suppose. We all fear horses, you guys. Horses were not meant to be ridden by human beings. There's too many horse incidents, you think?
Analysis stuff, which was negative. I find media analysis generally. Well, I used to watch a lot of media analysis stuff. Before I was a movie maker.
Let's
It is
speed
worth
up.
noting here, of course.
Tell.
And I explained to her that my interest in
More
the
Malcolm
was
10.
purely based on the course.
More Malcolm 10.
That's the drama about her not paying her employees. Something she still doesn't understand is an issue to this day.
What the fuck?
But given that KP seems to have no issues with throwing out
Was he in the middle? I hope not. Bubonic time.
based
The long ass pause was fucked.
on rumors, I think we should talk about the other occasions when KP spread false sexual harassment allegations about Sunday. Now, I didn't include this in the first video because I can't.
Oh god. Oh my gosh, hi Ashes. Hi V. The better V.
But I've told this story with remarkable detail
No, I know Bubonic tonic.
by 3 separate people. And TLDR is that while at a convention in the 2010s, KP would walk back to her hotel by one of the con staff. She would then spin this into him sexually harassing her, as he was clearly deeply in love with her. And
Huh?
while no logs for this story exist, I did ask KP about it, to which she responded, shockingly, by talking about one of her former editors, just how many accusations has this psycho put out there.
Hey, thanks for talking to me.
How many? How many?
So I'm
Head goon. I just realized that's her name in one of the servers. Fuck my life. The better V.
totally blind.
Gonna go make chili dogs. Y'all want some? Hell yeah, but give me some.
I decided by Casey's hate on me. Like I wish.
To be dark woke again, I think that the black scent here is pretty inappropriate coming from somebody who's a non-black person of color. I would consider that to be highly offensive.
If I was coming off that way, she would have told me. So I was wondering if you had any like, additional information about that, because I'm like
Sure.
horrified, yes, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, I don't blame you for finding that a bit blindsiding because I think it's difficult. So I can give you a take on it because I think part of this comes down to like how the fan works and that very non-confrontational.
No, the next timestamp is like at a minute or like an hour 33, but I'm just letting it play.
But I think
Like a
What kind of chili?
I know where
Main
it
character
is.
syndrome.
it's story and answer, but okay.
well, I think part of it is
You just
like,
never
it's
wanna
difficult
miss
for people
the
to explain.
gems.
I realised that I wasn't like clicking with people, and some of it was good way to describe some of the stories. Like some of it was stuff where it was just like you miss social cues with people.
How many people did you talk to about this? I'm a little concerned.
Well, I mean, I wanted to get like a full picture, and also there was some things about
Yeah.
you that were, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. substantiating, because I didn't know about you. And I mentioned the
Okay.
essay story from the cons, which was mentioned by you.
The essay
Yeah.
story. Huh? The assault story?
Because I didn't know about you. And I mentioned the essay story from the cons, which was mentioned by you. I still mentioned of when I was going through some legendary texts in history. Check out the transcripts in the notes for.
What for Emmy?
No, it was claimed that while you were on the cons, somebody
Okay.
in staff offered to walk you back to the hotel room, and then you basically said that this person was going to essay you.
Ew, what the fuck?
Huh. I don't know what that is. I would need more information.
I think I have that from a few people. I don't know whether it's a rumor or it's spiral. But yeah, I mean,
Oh shit, KP is crazy embarrassing. Thank you, Minty Goose Juice. I think you're Toby, right? You are Toby. Thank you, Toby, for the $20. Very generous. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Very
Thank you so
generous.
much. Oh, also, I have something to tell you guys.
Yeah, Chuuli is not cis. I guess this is a good time to bring it up. Chuuli does kind of the thing where a lot of people do this, and I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it. It's where people don't really like denote. Like it's kind of like it's like they're like I'm like Chuuli has the trans flag in her bio, but she kind of like plays it off like she's AFAB and that she's like a demigirl. Like obviously you're not entitled to know anybody's gender identity. However, I think that when people start to make like not even like trans-centric content, but when you start like leaning into the culture very heavily, like for example, the comparison that I draw to here is Brianna Wu, who was somebody who like if you are having these levels of conversations about trans stuff, you're very obviously trans. Cis people don't talk about this kind of shit. And, you know, not to be like a hater, to be dark woke, I guess. Everybody knew that Brianna Wu was fucking trans, okay? But it's like the you never say it, but you never don't say it, but you never say it, but you kind of hint at it kind of thing. So Chuuli does have like the trans flag or whatever on her Twitter. And she kind of like lives in that little ambiguity. Not that it's relevant per se, but I do find it particularly interesting because Chuuli apparently has been on hormones for 2 years, and we don't have any kind of androgenized like indications of voice. And then we also have this where the earrings on this drawing are estrogen pills. So I think it's pretty clear. I think that Chuuli identifies as like a demi girl or something like that. Don't. NB, excuse me. I'm sorry, non-binary. My bad. Also, I mean, NB. I don't know about that. I hate that word. When people spell it out, ENBY, I hate that. It drives me crazy. It's because I have dyslexia. It's actually very ableist to use ENBY. That really bothers me. But yeah, I mean, nonetheless, that's been a hot topic of debate for a while. I don't know why people care. I only think it's relevant insofar that people want to attack other people or like insert themselves into discourse. Like, for example, if somebody is trying to go after me and make fun of my voice and make fun of like how I pass, I think that's kind of interesting coming from somebody who isn't even a trans guy. I think that's kind of interesting. A little bit of problematic lateral violence, if you ask me, but /S, because that's sarcastic. I obviously don't think this is lateral violence. I just think it's fucking hilarious.
Guys. I think we're only gonna be able to watch like no, not Kobe like the yeah, okay, yeah. Kobe Woby Woo. I'm gonna play games after the stream. I'm gonna play more horror games. So stick around if you want to see me play Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion.
I think it could be is after the drama I had or after my first thing above, I had an editor Jordan who got very
No, she's not AFAB.
attached to me in an unhealthy way, and when I kind of tried to cut him off, he lashed out. I think in the video, he went to Force News, like the whole thing. And I think I told Babscon staff, was it that Babscon, out of curiosity?
What toppings do I enjoy on my hot dogs? Mustard.
Sure, so I'd have to go and check the notes. This is actually the last conversation I would ever have with KP. It occurred on the 24th, shortly after the release of my first video, because what really surprised KP was finding out that nobody liked her. And I'm going to give you a flavour of this interview. It's basically
Jesus Christ.
me explaining to an adult woman why she has been for her whole life unable to make any actual friends.
That is... it makes me want to feel bad for her, but she's so malicious that I can't. She's so old, and she's so malicious, and she's so intentional about everything that I can't feel bad for her over the fact that no one likes her, because it's clear that she has played a huge role in that being the truth.
So sad.
Beckett is clogging her. He is gagging the shit out of her.
Gagged. Slay the house down
like,
boots,
Casey's
mama.
just sad, more than anything else.
Well, I mean, that's kind of my frustration with it, because part of it is like, this would have been helpful if I knew what the
Oh, you're right. We should put the
like,
trans on trans violence one on. You're right.
I'm just...
This guys, would you be interested in more KP streams? Because I'm realizing how long it's taken for me to get through this. Oh my gosh, it's Sheetin through. Hello chat. It's Liquid Heaton. Because
Let's make
we're
that a little
barely getting
bigger.
through this, and oh my goodness, Malta, thank you for the £2. Beckett, stop trying to make fetch happen. KP, goddamn.
There we go. That's beautiful, isn't it? Much better.
Okay, y'all want more because there's more content. There's obviously like the original response, the hidden
Lock
heroine,
to gag, slay
watching,
the house down
and
boots, mama T, purr.
Fucking, I can't think. There's another call, basically, that I don't know if I have permission to share yet. I don't think I do. But that eventually I would love to play for y'all because it makes me want to cry. From what I listened to of it, I only listened to about 20 minutes, and it was agonizing. How much is it? I'm willing to bet she's in the DMCA machine. Oh, I'm already expecting it. I'm just going to counter it. A call with who? A mystery person. I can't say who it was with yet, but best believe. It's exciting.
I disagree
Apparently
entirely.
that she needs to mentor me without even having that direct conversation.
Well, like, I think one of the stories I had was like a relationship with Jeff,
Yeah, new KP call, new KP call!
which was, yeah, A-Fest.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, it seemed like he didn't understand why he didn't want to be friends, or why he just didn't click with you. Like, this seems to cause like a bit of drama.
No, it was more than that, because I think I just asked for something more casual than that. And,
What?
because I had to make...
Oh my gosh, hi, yes, hi, hello. Hello, resident statist. Rez? Should I call you Rez? What should I call you? Just because I forget. I forget, it's been a while since we've last spoken. Mods, they're okay. They're non-binary. I'm gonna place a bet it was Lio 10 pounds to Chuuli if me wrong. Rez works. Okay, bet. We'll see about that, Malta.
be direct. But like that was my, like what I mean, like even before all this.
Non-binary privilege.
Casey kind of talked to me like, you know, there's some learning steps. I'm just like, Casey, like politely get my side before you assume what is happening. So that's aside.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Emily was part of this for a while. And you said last night in DMs, like, oh, I never occurred to me to ask Casey about anything. And when we spoke like, the first time, I was like, well, you knew everything from the start. Why didn't you look into her? And again, this is an issue. I'm not looking fucking anybody mess. This is an issue problem. But like, why do you think it is you never thought to like look into or ask anyone about anything?
I think I made the assumption that, like, because I know a lot of other girls, not a lot, handful of girls this happen too, but girls sometimes tend to fade out of the fandom because there's issues with harassment in general, like, you know,
Okay.
and things like that. So
She just gives up halfway through and she's like, yeah, and things like that.
because there's issues with harassment in general, like, you know,
This happens a lot. I noticed that like I haven't had much to say, like going over this call, and it's because KP walks people in circles. She's agonizing to talk to. Since I love mustard, do I like sauerkraut too? I've never had sauerkraut. Non-binary privilege means I can show up late with no consequences. Ooh, exactly. Do you like pickle relish on your hot dogs? Or are you a pickle hater? I will have to boycott you if you are. I'm not a pickle hater. I don't know, pickle curious. I'm sure if you combine pickle relish with mustard, I'd probably be down. I'm not much of a hot dog person. That's the disconnect. I'm not much of a hot dog person.
Disconnect. Hate.
yeah, and things like that. So I assume she's part of the pattern, I guess.
Get some damn sauerkraut is divine. Okay. Send me money for sauerkraut then. Pickled radish is tasty itself. Okay.
Like, distance herself from her 20 friends because it's been happening that upset her, make her think of what she's playing. So that makes sense.
In the case of Katie, it is always
Oh, thank God. It's over.
I had more fun at the Charlie Kirk vigil.
Because she's a narcissist. She's a narcissist.
True, dude.
KP is a victim narcissist. I have been able to pick up on that. Y'all, I am so fucking armored against narcissists. If I see one, I'm like, kill it.
Well, better kill Lio then. Hang on. Oh, there were like 6 clips out of this. I don't want to open each individual clip because I'm fucking lazy, so hang on. Dead air. Hang on. Allow me to comb through the transcript, you guys. Dead air. Please enjoy the dead air. feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. Hang on, let me just play the audio clips of these. That'll probably just be the easiest way to do this, I suppose. So I don't have to open every single fucking clip individually, because that will give me cancer and kill me. And I don't want to get cancer and die. I love being alive, guys. It's such a gift. Okay, so we listen to this one. Which one's this one?
It's like, that's a mixture of like two groups.
Okay, we listen to that one. What's this one?
You know, if I may be dark woke for a moment. It's just really funny to me. Currently stuck at the car repair place and there's a puppy. Aww. Malcolm be on the LGBT board on 4chan. Malcolm is a word I won't say. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I wish these bitches would just grow a spine and say it. What's this one?
It was clearly ironic. And him not getting that is like...
Ah! I was lied to.
Never heard of Malcolm, but he's a dumbass. Love Yun's voice. Yeah, Malcolm is just stupid.
True. Facts.
JB also focuses in on the fact that there was some kind of relationship, so surely that means that
Malcolm
something
guy
must have
sucks.
happened. And this is why I mentioned earlier that KP...
Ew! Are you serious? Damn! To be fair, I thought Malcolm was a cis man, albeit a barely nasally sounding one. Clocked and gagged.
Clocked and gagged, mama.
And gagged.
Yeah, like I said, this is like old discourse. Like we have ran around the rat race so many times I can't even fucking count, dude. It's like it's always some fucking like tender queer that has all this shit to talk. It's like everybody's like this was back in the time before dark woke was even a thing that people said. Dark woke is obviously like Gen Z slang. But back in the day, this is what people would call a tender queer. I don't think that is really a popular word anymore for, I don't know, it just kind of fell off. Now it's been replaced with like dark woke. But a tender queer is specifically somebody who is like queer, non-binary, trans, something like that. And they like present as very ooh, small, soft being, but they're actually like fucking assholes. The archetypical tender queer is Anna Mardal. And so it's like you want to be like this progressive, super woke, super like, oh my God, you know, I love everyone, progressivism, rah, rah, rah. But then you're just like a piece of shit and actually incredibly bigoted. And I'll be totally honest, it doesn't bother me because I have real problems in my life. I don't care if people on the internet think that I have the tranny voice, and I definitely don't care if people that are like the stereotypical, like online, like blackface, digital blackface archetype, Discord queer person. I genuinely do not value their opinion. I've had real problems in my life, and I don't fucking care. If people want to say mean shit about my voice, it doesn't bother me. But I do find it incredibly interesting. I think it's very funny coming from people that are like faux woke, essentially. It's just ironic. It's incredibly ironic. It's like, oh, you said something mean, and I have a problem with that, so I'm going to be just as mean back. It's fire with fire, and eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And I don't care. It's actually fucking hilarious. And again, all of these people are... on God, like, there's a reason, I know, there is a reason that none of you guys show your face. I know it. And everybody knows it. It's because you would turn everybody to stone with how sweaty, disgusting, and unkempt you are. Probably morbidly obese as well. Sometimes, you know, you get the rare person where you can hear the husk in their voice. You can hear the cholesterol accent. But I'd still be willing to throw down money. Like, if you're drawing your avatar, as a different race and like totally fucking snatched, and you're not even black, it's pretty obvious that, you know, we're willing to exaggerate or be hyperbolic in our presentation of ourselves to get positive attention on the internet, and I don't care. It's gay and it's cringe. Yeah. Id pull judo doesn't work on me, and the dark woke shit, like, we can do a lot better. Call me a tranny. Say I have the tranny voice. I'm sure somebody in the audience was going to say something much worse. Please do. Don't hold back. You'll feel freer. You'll feel lighter after getting it off your chest, I promise. Okay, let me let these play. Let me let these rip. Like a Beyblade. Arlette, do your job.
Who is this Calvin Garrar? Who is he?
Chuuli is not black now. Bedell is another word for this. It's trans women who hate trans men. Trans femmes, whatever, that hate trans masks.
Calvin Garrar? Who is he?
Like a whole thing. And that is one thing that I will point out. If we're going to do the dark woke shit, There is like a very, very specific type of people on the internet that are trans feminine that viciously attack trans men, and I find that to be incredibly problematic personally. I just find it to be completely inappropriate to assume betalist rhetoric to attack me. That's so heartbreaking. That is so heartbreaking and rude. Ah, the transphobia. I need my fainting couch. Ah.
Who is this Calvin Garrar? Who is he?
No, dude, true. This bitch has a tier list of Disney rides, deeply unserious, not at all intimidating person, very true. Based facts. Based facts.
Who is
Play the house
this
on Boots,
Calvin
mama.
Garrar? Who is he?
The Patty archetype, yeah, true. Very true.
Who is this Calvin Garrar? Who is he?
Anna Mardal. Haven't heard that name in years. Betalists just hate fucking everybody, especially themselves. Predominantly themselves. I got Casper for the membership. Congratulations, Dusk, for your gifted membership. We got the big 5 from Shark Jumping. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And 2 from Casper, Clocked and Gag on the soundboard. I would rather fucking die. Everybody witness, please. Malcolm, can you do a gay voice? My voice is already gay. I'm just gay Turkey Tom. I don't know what to say. Haha, dude. Sasha Fem Reznov. I haven't heard that name in years. Holy fuck. Blast from the past. Holy shit. That's awesome. I'm surprised that you know who that is, Akumu. That's very funny. Now, again, man, I mean, stones and glass houses, dude. Stones and glass houses. Turn on your camera, and then we can talk about it. If we want to have passing discourse, post-face. Post-face. You know what I mean? Thank you, DZ. Thank you, DZ. I greatly appreciate that. At least she's not using Mariah Carey, yeah. Oh, Turkish Tom is totally gay. Is she still tweeting? Who's the other one? Infernal Sophia is another one of these fucking freaks. I don't even know if she's still on Twitter. I'm sure that she got clapped. Is it Infernal Sophia? Yeah, dude, let's have a pass off. Let's do it. Let's all cam up and we're gonna rate who passes the best and who passes the worst. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Yeah. Either way, I thought that was particularly interesting. If we want to do passing discourse, I've been there, done that. Okay, I've lived 1,000 lives. Don't cite the ancient magic to me, which I was there when it was written. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the Infernal Sophia person? Yeah, that bitch is a freak on a leash. That bitch is crazy, dude. There's another one. It's like Valkyrie. It's like Valkyrie Thunderdike or something. Valkyrie. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find this lady's Twitter. I think it's Valkyrie Thunderdike or something like that. Another just absolutely batshit insane, like, betalist. There's only a handful of them, and they all run around in the same circles. On Twitter, they all, are bouncing on crazy style for each other. There's a few of them that run around. If you run into one, you usually run into all of them. But there is a very specific archetype of trans women that just like fervently fucking hate trans men. And listen, if we want to do low blows and roll around in the mud, if we're doing no holds barred, I'm more than happy to play. I would love nothing more than a blood sports cage match with some of these people. I think it'd be fucking hilarious. But like we would never be so lucky, guys. We would never be so lucky. No, the Valkyrie one is one of the older ones. I know that. Infernal Sophia and then the Valkyrie person. Those two are the ones that are like the oldest that I've seen around. They've been around for like 10 years, like close to 10 years. I'm pretty sure that I've had conversations with, I think it's Noah back in the day when I used to talk to Noah Fintz all the time, it was, dude, it was a crazy time to be alive. Like, what are these messages even from? Okay, this was like 6 years ago. But yeah, a lot of these people have been running around for a while. I'm so surprised that a lot of these people have not been banned off of Twitter. I'm sure they have, and they just like keep remaking their accounts or whatever. But it's not a new phenomenon. It's a tale as old as time, a war that's been aging since before the world began. You know, before Adam and Eve took their first breaths in the Garden of Eden. And it will rage on 100 years after the fact. The great MTF FTM wars will never die, and they won't die specifically because of this exact situation. So, beast. No, I don't play Pokemon. The infighting is incredibly fascinating. I completely agree. That's one of the big reasons why I never talk about trans shit anymore, because that's all it turns into is Ouroboros. We're all just like ripping each other's throats out for no good reason, and it's all over just online dip shit, like stupid fucking takes and stuff like that. Like if you want to be put on a 72-hour psych hold, you should look up some of the discourse around like trans men being lesbians, or some of the discourse around bisexual lesbians, or some of the discourse around trans misogyny exempt and trans misogyny affected individuals. I think that would actually put a normal person into a coma. The depths and depravity of trans online infighting is actually fucking insane. People will literally argue over nothing for no fucking reason under the sun, just to argue with each other because it makes them feel good to like stand on top of another person. And there's a difference between like making a joke or just like making little quips, and then also versus, you know, taking it so seriously that you will fight tooth and nail to defend this take that 6 other people in the world have ever given a position on. It's very, very interesting. It's terrible, terrible, old, evil magic that you don't want to fuck with, right? Yeah, the TMA discourse will put you into a coma. Yeah, it will put you into a fucking coma. The flag discourse as well. People have so many strong opinions on every flag and what they mean. Like, there is a specific reason why I never talk about trans shit anymore. It's terrible. It's terrible. It rots your brain. It's like, you really want to spend like 12 consecutive hours of your day going back and forth with Fern, Rock, and garbage about whether or not Z-Zim pronouns are valid or not. Like, that's how you want to spend your time. It's like talking to a wall. And all of these people are incredibly young, and they don't have any kind of, you know, semblance of a real life relationship with their identity. And that's something that I always have to ground myself in and remember, because it's really easy to get lost in where you are now, okay? Because sometimes, you know, every once in a while, I'll encounter other trans people, and I'm like, why is this such a big fucking deal to you? I don't get it. If we were to teleport back, you know, like 5-6 years, I completely actually understand why it's a big deal. Because you're, you know, it's exciting, it's new, it's your new identity, you feel like you finally found yourself, it's something that you want to be really involved in, you want to talk about all the time, blah, 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 blah. That goes away. The novelty wears off. People that perseverate and fixate on their identities are either freshly into it, which is fine, you're exploring yourself, you're understanding your identity, you're growing and learning and changing, beautiful, we love to see it. Or they're people that have literally no fucking personality, and the only thing that they use to make up for it is, look, I'm different. And unfortunately, that's what like all these fucking people are. Is even if, you know, you are trans or you are transition or whatever the fuck it is, the reason that that's like the first thing that leaves your mouth every single fucking time that you talk is because you have nothing to make up for it. What else do we have going for us? Our art looks like shit. We're not fucking funny. We have no personality. Our content fucking sucks. We have to start pulling at whatever, you know, pieces of hay are around us. We got to pull the straw out, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm sorry, that novelty goes away, okay? And if it doesn't go away, I would heavily consider getting a hobby, getting like in real life friends to like do shit with or something like that. Like, I have said for many years, and I mean it with my whole fucking heart, me being trans is the least fucking interesting thing about me. It is the least important part of my life. It is the least important part of my personality. I very rarely ever think of it. Very rarely does it ever interfere with my life. I literally couldn't care less. If you travel back, you know, 6-7 years, I would have a completely different fucking answer, but that's because I grew up. And I realized that there is more to life than clinging to my identity. There is more to life than being different. There is more to life than being special and unique. There is more to life than that. There are plenty of more interesting things to be than a quote unquote trans person on the internet. There is a lot better things to do. So, with your time. And it's just very boring. It's very boring to me. I do know what Yuri and Yowie is, and neither of them are in the Bible. And Lanola Cola, unfortunately, for a long time, I was like neck deep in the niche esoteric trans infighting. That was my bread and butter. But thankfully, I've sought the healing light of Christ, and now I'm here. And I realize now I have real problems. I have real things that I actually care about, and having my identity as a trans person being the forefront of my entire fucking personality is not one of those things.
Who is...
If you want people to say, oh, look, there's Billy Donuts, the trans person, you need to do some self-reflection. Why do you want that to be the adjective that defines you? Why not Billy the Donuts, the cool guy with donuts, the funny guy with donuts, the entertaining guy with donuts, the guy who's a musician with donuts? Why? Terrible. I know. I'm so ageist. I hate young people. And I know, I don't care because I'm a giga chad mega passoid. So base and true. Thank you, Biolonic, for the $1.99. I appreciate it greatly. Everybody witness. Yeah, I'm sorry for being homophobic. My bad, guys. I am so sorry. I know I had to silence Buck Angel. That was very, very terrible. Very terrible. But anyway, so to cap this off, we're going to do a /S because I actually don't care if people want to make fun of my voice. It's very cool of you. Just be consistent, bro. If we want to do no holds barred, please let me know. I'm sending out my carrier pigeons as we speak because there's nothing that I would love more than internet blood sports. I crave it. I miss it. I'm team neither. I'm team Jesus Christ. That's what team I'm on. Is team Jesus Christ, okay? That is the team that I am on. So, what I'm going to do quickly is I do need to get another sparkling water. I'm going to remind everybody that I am in the Discord, so if anybody wants to engage in a little bit of banter, I'm always down. Always eager, willing, and excited, waiting with bated breath to have a stimulating intellectual exchange of ideas in the marketplace of the internet. Always excited, always filled with whimsical joy at the prospect. And then also, you guys, while you're down there, check out my merch shop, okay? Got those fun tie-dye shirts. Mine's coming tomorrow. Never taking it off. And then make sure that you like the video. Otherwise, I will kill myself. Just kidding. This is my just kidding heart. I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm going to go and get another sparkling water really quick, you guys, and then we will continue on with our regularly scheduled girl time. I will BRB. Everybody behave, please. Enjoy your key jangling as soon as I am smart enough to unmute this. Because if there's one thing about me, I'm not smart. And that gets a /S because that was a joke. Because also, just one more thing. I think that my new thing is going to be, no, it's not going to be my new thing. I'm just saying this. But, if people are like, if your only insult is Malcolm's dumb and he sounds like an F slur, he's dumb and he sounds super gay and nasally. I think that you should be required by law to take an IQ test on stream. And we will see. We will see who's the dumb one. We'll see. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Everybody behave. Everybody behave. /JK, I guess. BRB. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right. Did you guys enjoy your key jangling? Did you guys have so much fun? You guys have the most fun? Did everybody enjoy their regularly scheduled RuneScape content? Beautiful. 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 All right. Thanks, Billy. Thanks, bud. Thanks, bud. And our Lord Jesus Christ is here. Amen, guys. Amen, guys. Amen. Dude, I still think regularly about that that time that Xander Hall took an IQ test on stream and his IQ was like 97. I thought that was really funny. I also remember when Destiny took an IQ test on stream and he like rage quit. I think people would learn to stop doing that on stream. practice off stream or something. Like don't just blast yourself off like that. That's so funny. Don't fuck yourself over like that, guys. Be smarter. Be smarter than Xander Hall. Jesus is in chat. Amen. Mashallah, sisters. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have been seeing terrible trans men lesbian discourse on my timeline. I don't know what the fuck I lingered on, clicked on. I have no fucking idea, but my whole fucking feed is trans man lesbian discourse. And I just want to implode. I just want to explode, bro. No, yeah, he quit on like the third question as well, which was pretty funny. Which was pretty funny to me. I did enjoy that. I thought it was pretty great. I mean, IQ isn't pseudoscience necessarily. IQ is just your ability. It tests your like your reasoning skills, your logical reasoning. Like it doesn't predict your aptitude to learn. And that's what people think that it does. They think that IQ indicate your ability to learn new skills. It's just logical reasoning. That's all it is. No lesbian shit in my chat. None of that. Reviewing music on stream. I'd review dubstep on stream, certainly. I'd be happy to share my favorite dubstep songs with everyone. I know everybody will crash out if I do that, but I would do that. I would do dubstep reviews, certainly. Certainly. Okay. I hate all lesbians. Hate all lesbians. Is trans man discourse infectious? I watched your old Calvin Guerra video, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know why we always have this discourse, and it's always about trans guys. We never have discourse over whether or not gay guys can date trans women. That never happens. But we talk endlessly about trans guys and lesbians for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. It's terrible. It's terrible. Who cares? Who cares? Do whatever you want. Life's short. Live fast, die young. Bad girls do it well. You know how it is. Okay, guys? Very important. Very important. Okay. So, I'll let you guys decide. We can yap a little bit more, and you guys decide. I know you do, Jesus. I know you do, Jesus. You guys decide. Guide the ship. Take us away. Take us away. I also really like Benda. Benda is really good. Benda is quite good. Pendulum is still my goat. I love Pendulum. Would go and see Pendulum any day of the week. Well, if you want to know who NSE is, you're going to have to find out. You are going to have to find out. I'm looking to see here. Yeah, Not So Erudite and In Praise of Shadows. In Praise of Shadows is a horror movie reviewer. Not So Erudite is a psycho magician. Yep. You just have to trust your instincts. Follow your heart, whichever one calls to you. Whichever one calls to you. Yeah, IPoS is the one who went after Wendigoon, and it was terrible. That's who IPoS is. Yeah, NSE is Brestiny. I saw that last night, and I laughed so hard I almost fell out of my chair. Brestiny. Big fan, big fan. Skrillex is also very good. He's the OG. Skrillex, Zomboy, Flux Pavilion, Tiesto, Fred Again. All incredible. All incredible legends in EDM music. I miss Avicii. I'll just say it. I miss Avicii. I do. I do. All right. Thank God. You got your wish, DZ. You got your wish. Not So Erudite is winning. What an exciting day. We finally get to watch Not So Erudite content. It's... Wow. What a beautiful, blessed day, sisters. Okay. Not So Erudite is like Destiny's head bitch in charge, okay? Also known as Brestiny. Has adopted a lot of the mannerisms of Destiny over the years. Number one sweeper, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Not So Erudite kind of got her jumpstart in a lot of content creation by being, I can't remember which one she is. There's a psychometrist and there's a psychometrician. And these are going to be in the same way that there's an optometrist and an ophthalmologist, okay? One of them just like does eye exams. The other one is like the doctor. One, I guess I can look it up. One of them administers psychological tests. The other, creates and designs psychological tests. And one of them is either a master's or a doctorate level, and the other is a graduate certificate. So not a master's degree, but you have to have a bachelor's degree, and then you take you get like a certification in it. So psychometrist versus psychometrician. So psychometricians are the creators, and psychometrists are the ones that administer the pre-existing tests. So she flexes a lot on her. Yes, she is the one that is not impressive. Correct. So she flexes this a lot. There is a clip of her saying that in psychology, I am your expert. And I'm going to see if I can find that really, really quick. I know that Sick has so many Not So Erudite clips. I got to see if I can find the one because she's like yelling in this stream and she's like, I am your expert. Anytime that the topic of psychology is brought up. She also has worked in faith-based counseling. She's also worked in addictions counseling, which is going to be relevant here. And she leans on this quite heavily, okay? Quite heavily. And unfortunately for her, she's not very smart, so it doesn't really work. But nonetheless, she also got into it big with President Sunday, which was a whole other fiasco. But, you know, that's different tale for a different time, okay? Anyway, she LARPs as a better help therapist, basically, is what's going on. Exactly. So if anybody remembers, not that long ago, there was a streamer named Mango who got kicked out of, like, an event because he was fucked up. And he was like sexually harassing people at a convention. And so he got kicked out of the convention and ended up getting like fired, basically. Let me see if I can find like the quick. Here it is. On June 21st, 2025, Mango attended the Beerio Kart World Cup. And there was a lot of criticisms for this because it was like an alcohol themed event, like the beer cup. And Mango is a known alcoholic. So he was invited to that, held by Ludwig. During the event, he was caught on camera drunk, harassing several of the tournament's attendees with inappropriate physical actions. Mango acknowledged the situation on Twitter, stated that he would apologize privately to those affected, reevaluate his relationship with alcohol, and accept any consequences of his actions. On June 23rd, Cloud9 released Mango due to the incident. On June 25th, the organizers of Supernova, one of the biggest tournaments on the Smash Bros. Scene, announced that Mango would not be permitted to attend the 2025 edition of the event due to his conduct. And then he's still on Twitch. He got his Twitch ban and then he got it right back. And so he is an alcoholic. And so he was invited to an event where alcohol was served. He got ridiculously fucked up. I think his BAC was like 0.3 something. And he was like humping girls on stream. And so obviously he got in trouble for that, as he should have. And obviously our psychomagician is going to tell us why actually everybody was super mean to Mango and it wasn't his fucking fault at all. So yeah, I crashed out about this pretty hard at the time. I looked really hard to find the original VOD of this. I could not find it. But big shout out, friend of the channel, Ryle Kittenhouse, actually was able to find it for me. This was one of Ryle's segments, so you guys should certainly go and follow Ryle Kittenhouse. Wonderful, okay. Ryle Kittenhouse does like all of Justicle's editing and shit like that, so let me jump to this. I wonder if this is in here, but anyway, let's check this shit out, guys. This is a guaranteed Malcolm crash out, okay?
This video is a critique of the arguments presented by the YouTuber Not So Erudite in her reaction to the Mango harassment incident. The critique will focus on her misuse of professional credentials, her consistent downplaying of harassment, her pattern of blaming women and other streamers while absolving the primary actor, and her normalization of a hostile work environment under the guise of human behavior and anti-optics reasoning.
Wait, should kids do drugs? Okay, all right.
See, we're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango, on the other hand, no. He's humping toes. No.
End the stream.
It's like a little bit inappropriate.
Erudite's entire analysis is
It's just a little bit inappropriate to hump women at like what's essentially a work event. And so a lot of people will argue that because alcohol is served that it's no longer like a professional environment. That's not true. Plenty of conferences, plenty of, work things or whatever. They do like work dinners, or they do like meetings at bars, or they do conferences where everybody goes out to get drinks afterwards. There is a difference between like having a bev with your supervisor and having a 0.3 BAC. There's a big difference there. Okay, that is unprofessional. It'd be like if you went to like a work Christmas party at Applebee's and you got absolutely fucking fried on the $1 margaritas instead of just having like one old fashioned with your boss. Like that's the difference. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, and again, remember what I said at the beginning. This is somebody who is a former addictions counselor, so let's be mindful as we proceed.
Is built on a flawed and dangerous premise that Mango's actions were merely a little bit inappropriate, and that the subsequent consequences were a hysterical, optics-driven overreaction from a soy community.
Are you all so soy that if you see an air hump, your brains break and it melts out of your heads and you're like, oh my god,
If I saw somebody air hump somebody else at a work event, that would certainly break my brain. That would be crazy. That would be fucking insane.
traumatized. Stop. Unironically, go buy Legos, log off the internet. You're not ready to be an adult, okay?
That has forgotten what human beings are like.
People, and most people become media trained because we yell at everyone for being humans, right? And just like having like the human levels of fuck-ups.
This framing requires ignoring the context of a professional workplace, the power dynamics at play, and the definition of harassment. Erudite immediately establishes her authority by stating, I have a background, I'm an addiction counselor.
Those of you who might not be aware, I have a background, I'm an addiction counselor. I worked in addiction counseling as a registered addiction counselor for about 2.5 years, some number of years, basically my entire life.
She then provides a detailed clinical explanation of
basically like my entire life. I started practicing radiology at the age of 2, actually. Get fucked.
Blood alcohol content levels.
0.31 and up is considered coma levels of...
While scientifically sound, she weaponizes this expertise not to explain the severity of Mango's state and the danger he posed, but to create a shield for his actions and attack the reactions to them.
This isn't their first run-in. I believe Ludwig and Cutie Cinderella are close friends with another former a former friend and content creator, Minx, Justin Minx, I believe is her name, who is also an alcoholic.
Oh, her streaming setup gets worse over time. At first she had, it's changed periodically. She's moved a lot. But there was one point where this mirror was behind her so you could see her feet. And then she also, like, I don't know, somebody needs to help her. Somebody needs to help her. I think it was actually Gisticle. No, it was Lab that said it. Lab was like, she's
pro-life in some way.
She's like, she's not unattractive, but she doesn't like know how to dress for her like body type or like her age. I think that's what Lab said. I don't remember exactly what Lab said. It was something to that effect, where it's like she would be like, she tries to do like this e-whore thing, like the e-girl e-whore kind of thing. This is recent. And then I wonder if you get like a good shot of the shirt in here. I don't think you do, because she's wearing like a bra that has a breast window in it, and then this puffy jacket. Like, she's going for like the like Discord e-girl kind of thing, but that's like, she's too old for that. You know what I mean? We have to dress for our age. Like, and she's not unattractive looking. She's not like an ugly person. But we're going for like the Discord e-whore, and that's obviously not like our aesthetic. Like, that's not like what our aesthetic should be. It would be like, I guess what would be like comparable? Like, if my aesthetic was like crunchy, that wouldn't fit at all. I would look weird if I was crunchy. You know, that would be pretty weird. I would look pretty weird if I was dressed up like a crunchy granola mom. That'd be kind of weird, right? You have to dress for the aesthetic that fits your vibe. Oh, did you send a picture of the shirt? It's a very odd shirt. It's very, very odd. Oh, maybe where did you send it? You said it, I'm looking. Where is it? Oh, you must have sent it last night, huh? Hang on, let me go up. Hang on. I'm going up. I'm looking. Oh my god. Nobody will shut the fuck up in here. It's so hard to find stuff. You guys never stop talking. Ever. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, is this all from today? Jesus Christ, you guys. Oh, here it is. So you can see it's like a boob window shirt is what it is. And it's not aesthetically pleasing for her, I don't think. Excuse me. I don't think that it's really like her style, you know what I mean? I don't think it is at all, personally, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then sorry, I have to cough. I'm gonna And then she also does like this horrible tick as well, where she like does this and she always is like flashing her armpits. It's like she's like getting frustrated, and so she does this. But she's like wearing a tankini, and it's like, please put those away. Please put your armpits away. It's very upsetting to me. I don't want to see your holes. Put them away, please. It's very upsetting.
And my understanding is that they were decently involved in her life trying to get her help. So it's not like they don't have some level of understanding about addiction and alcohol and substance abuse.
After expertly explaining that a 0.32 BAC is at coma levels, she pivots to criticizing the event organizers. She correctly notes celebrating this is wrong, but immediately softens the blow. This is the beginning of a pattern, using her credentials to establish the gravity of the addiction, then using that gravity to excuse the behavior and condemn those who enforce consequences.
Like, man, if you think that he's an alcoholic, if anything's gonna make him drink more, it's this. You're ruining his career over.
Yeah, dude, true. Just let addicts do whatever the fuck they want. You know what is gonna make somebody want to use? Setting boundaries. They're gonna get upset and they're gonna go and use. It's true. The reality is, and somebody who has worked in addiction counseling should know this. The addict brain will make any situation an excuse to get loaded. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be someone told me no. You're not going to give me money? Oh, that fucking ruined my day. I'm going to go and get loaded. I have a flat tire on the way to work. Oh, looks like I'm not quitting drinking today. Oh, my girlfriend broke up with me. I'm going to get loaded. Oh, my dog needed to go to the vet. I'm going to get loaded. The addict brain will always create a justification to use. Always. So it wouldn't have mattered if they kept him on. He would continue to drink because he's so embarrassed. I'm going to keep drinking because I'm so embarrassed. That's the excuse. I'm embarrassed. I need to forget. They let him go. Oh, I fucked up so bad. I lost my partnership or whatever. I'm going to drink. The addict will always make an excuse to get loaded. That's the addict brain. That's what it is. That's part of the disease of addiction, is that it is a self-enabling disease. That's part of it.
Some bad drunken decisions that happened to be caught on camera.
This is a gross misuse of her background. She presents a false dichotomy where the only supportive option is to ignore the behavior and avoid consequences. In reality, accountability and consequences, like losing a job, are often the necessary catalyst for an addict to seek recovery. She frames professional accountability as a malicious act that will worsen his addiction, which is a manipulative and irresponsible claim.
Oh, some balls. Grow up.
She was also talking specifically, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the Netflix show Adolescence. Apparently Not So Erudite has worked everywhere. She said that she also worked alongside court evaluators for a while. She was talking about how she worked at like some kind of inpatient facility for like troubled youth or something like that. And she describes that she would regularly bend and break the rules to accommodate the patients at these facilities, which is a big no-no. And so it would not be out of left field if we have a really poor understanding of what the expectations are or what the role of like your job is, somebody who's like trying to help people with addiction, that you're like, oh, I don't want them to get mad at me, so I'm not going to hold them accountable. That's kind of like a reoccurring pattern, of course.
Just put requirements on him. If you've got a content creator who you suspect might have an alcohol issue, just say you can't work with us unless you're seeing a therapist for your issues and maintaining that. Simple. So many other.
Or they can just do what they did with Bam Margera and say, if you want to come, you have to be clean. You have to be sober. You have to take a breathalyzer like every 3 hours. If you want to be here, you need to demonstrate that you're sober. Really easy. They did that to Bam Margera, and he was actually able to get his shit together. I think for half of, I think it was half of Jackass. I think it was Jackass 3, maybe. I don't know. But that's actually what a lot of the contractual obligations are, is that if there is somebody that is like in recovery, and you have a suspicion or a fear that they might relapse, the expectation is if you want to participate in this project, you're going to be sober, and we're gonna pop randoms. You're gonna do breathalyzers regularly, and if they pop, you're done. That's how you do that.
careers and industries have ways of handling addiction within the career. Do you think that just because like a lawyer has an alcohol issue that they just get dropped immediately from everything? No, you work with the individual, you understand that it's a mental health condition, that it's something that needs support.
Dude, what happened to her choker? It's not even choking anymore. Did she get a new one? Look, the choker isn't even choking. It's like a shitty necklace now. That's sad.
As a workplace, you try to support them. That's what you should do.
She conveniently ignores that for any other professional, harassing multiple colleagues on camera at a work event would result in immediate termination. The support systems she alludes to exist alongside, not in place of.
Was it Jackass Forever? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Consequences for creating a hostile and unsafe work environment. She is not arguing for support, she is arguing for impunity. Erudite consistently and aggressively minimizes Mango's actions, reframing harassment as a minor social gaffe or stupid drunk shit.
If you can't handle watching somebody air hump and you need a trigger warning for it, get the fuck off the internet. Like, genuinely.
Dude, if you guys need trigger warnings for sexual harassment at work, you should just grow up and go outside. That's so funny.
Go back, buy some Lego, play with that.
Her very first reaction is not to the harassment, but to the trigger warning about it. This is an immediate and aggressive dismissal of the victim's and viewer's discomfort, setting the tone for her entire video.
Second of all, stop all of you being such sissies, okay? It's not a big deal. Yes, you touched your hair. That's weird.
It's not a big deal that you got molested at the bar, Karen. Grow up. Everybody gets molested. Did you need a trigger warning before you got groped by a strange man? Come on. Really? Go outside. Okay.
That's it. It's weird. If you didn't like it, it's weird. That's the end of it. Your discomfort isn't a moral indication or cudgel against somebody else, okay? Everyone's discomfort doesn't make his behavior more morally indictable. His behavior is the same. It's like a little bit inappropriate. That's it.
It's a little bit inappropriate to sexually harass female coworkers at a work event while you're tanked. Got it.
It's a little bit inappropriate. That's
a little bit.
Beginning and end.
She frames the problem not as the action, but as the sensitivity of those who witness it.
Because lots of people, when they get drunk, they do stupid shit. It doesn't make it okay. It's really annoying, and you should know your limits so that when you get to a certain...
Ones in chat, have you guys ever molested somebody when you were drunk? Ones in chat. Please put a 1 in chat if you have ever been drunk and you have sexually assaulted or molested somebody when you were drunk. Please, 1s in chat. It's just a silly goofy, whoops, sorry. I sneezed too hard and then I honked her boobs, my bad, sorry. It's crazy.
Point, you start doing stupid shit. You don't get to that line, okay? But lots of people do things like they drink and then they...
Maybe she shouldn't have been dressed like that little whore Toad, and this wouldn't have happened. Like, that's the level that we're at right here.
Run away from their friends. I know multiple women that love doing that. They just get drunk and then they run away. It's awesome.
Running away is when you molest somebody at work, true.
Delightful, okay? It's super fun. Does that mean that I now look at the friend who got drunk and ran away and go, you're evil and bad. You did a bad thing.
I think that, like, people that sexually harass and sexually... assault others are bad. Yeah, I would say that that's a bad thing to do.
No, it's just...
It's bad. What do you want me to say?
It's annoying when you're drunk. Don't get that drunk, okay? It's annoying. Stop running away.
She creates a dangerous false equivalence. I know multiple women that love doing that. They just get drunk and then they run away. Equating a woman running away from friends while drunk with a man serially humping and touching multiple women at a work event is intellectually dishonest. One is potentially annoying or self-endangering. The other is harassment directed at others. This comparison...
Dude, there's nothing like being fucked up somewhere and you just get that flight instinct and you just kind of like look around with like a shit-eating grin on your face and you're like, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna book it. It's like what I imagine hunting and gathering felt like just the ultimate spike in serotonin as you're like gleefully giggling, like running away from your friends and they're like, where the fuck are you going? And you're just like, ha ha ha, I'm free. In a strange city at 2 o'clock in the morning. Nothing quite like it, you guys.
Serves only to normalize Mango's predatory behavior as just another silly drunk thing.
Definitely set him up to fail, but he's the adult. It's still fundamentally his responsibility. He's the one that fucked up, and while being fucked up, he did some things that made people uncomfortable. Air humping.
While claiming Mango is fundamentally his responsibility, Erudite's analysis spends far more time critiquing the reactions of everyone else, particularly the women and other streamers.
Stop, all of you, being such sissies, okay?
She directly attacks those
Stop being a sissy. Just be molested and be quiet.
Uncomfortable. This is not analysis, it is bullying. She insults the victims and their allies for having a natural reaction to being harassed or seeing harassment.
That's the end of it. Your discomfort isn't a moral indication or cudgel against somebody else, okay? Everyone's discomfort doesn't make his behavior more morally indictable. His behavior is the same. It's like a little bit inappropriate.
While this can be true in abstract social situations, it is patently false here. In a workplace, an employee's discomfort at being harassed is a direct moral and legal indictment of the harasser's behavior. She uses pop philosophy to invalidate the legitimate feelings of victims.
Which it seems like a lot of the girls felt that he was. You probably should have spoken up to somebody immediately. You don't necessarily have to deal with it.
Just a quick question. If I'm at a work event and for some reason the work event is being live streamed, one of my coworkers is fucked up and molests me on camera, and then the company takes immediate action. Is there any speaking up that's needed to be done? Everybody was there to witness it. It's not like, excuse me, I would like to make a formal complaint. Like, literally everybody fucking saw it, and they're already taking action against it. He was already fucking fired by the time that the woman was ready to say something about it. Like, oh, that's so funny.
Right? I wouldn't expect Maya, who's getting like her head humped, to have to like go up to Mango and handle the situation. Like, of course not. But she could probably talk to Ludwig, or she heard Doug. She could talk to Doug, right? And most importantly, in the after effect, he doesn't have to be banned from future events, right?
Guys, it was only one molestation. He doesn't need to be banned. He only molested one time, and you guys are gonna freak out over this. Hitler only did one Holocaust. Why are you guys so fucking upset? It's not like we should have killed Hitler. Like, he only did it one time. It was one incident. It was one genocide, and you guys are freaking out? Come on. Grow up.
It is classic victim blaming to suggest that Maya, while a man is humping the air next to her head on a live broadcast, is somehow responsible for finding the right person to report to in that instant. The responsibility lay with the organizers to prevent this, and with Mango not to do it.
Like, thinks it's over for Melee. And he's probably the most well aware of how much this is going to hurt it. But you think HBox can carry? Like, no individual carries Melee. You know, like a lot of people pouring blood, sweat, and tears into setting up events, going to events, bringing CRTs, looking them over.
Yeah, that really sits gross with me. All other public reactions sits really gross with me. It's just like, you're so media trained. Good for you. You're so media trained. You're so optically solid. Good for you.
Media training is when one of your employees sexually harasses and assaults another employee at your event, and you say that was really fucked up. Yeah, true.
For you. I hope you can be happy with that, I guess. Man.
She criticizes them for condemning the behavior and protecting their professional environment, reframing their responsible actions as cynical and behavior. She has more vitriol for the people trying to manage the fallout than for the person who caused it. Erudite constructs a strawman argument that all consequences Mango faced were purely about optics and not about safety, liability, or professional standards. She repeatedly claims banning him from events is other than optics, and that C9 and Ludwig are fundamentally choosing optics over people.
Well, I mean, it is a pretty serious liability. And then imagine if they didn't ban him and he did it again. And what if he was even more aggressive this time? And the thing is like, anytime that you have people that, first of all, have a history of substance use, and even when substances are present, you have to understand that everybody reacts differently to those things, and people can be very unpredictable. God bless my sobriety, okay? God bless, mashallah, sisters. However, like, for example, back in the day, when I loved to enjoy a little bev, more than enjoy, obviously, that's why I don't drink anymore, it was always a coin flip if I was going to be Tovlo drunk or Pitbull drunk. Am I going to be up until 2 o'clock in the morning crying my fucking eyes out thinking about every single sad thing that I've ever seen in my entire life? Or am I going to be shirtless at the bar doing push-ups competitions with, like, the bartender while singing La Dispute? Are we doing karaoke with the girls, or are we sitting around all night crying and recounting the worst things that have ever happened to us? Like, it is a coin flip. The way that you continually, like, react to substances is very unpredictable, and especially if the environment is unpredictable as well. Like, if you're drunk and you're having a really good night and somebody runs into you, what happens? Your night is ruined because you're going to start a fight with this person because you're fucked up, okay? Like, people that are under the influence are already deeply unpredictable. When you factor in the idea of substance abuse on top of that, people with substance abuse struggle in these environments where substances are provided because at some point that stops, right? What if it was a closed bar and Mango is fucked up? They're not serving drinks anymore. He needs to get another drink. He's crashing out. He's fiending for that next drink. Somebody says something to him that pisses him off, and then he freaks the fuck out. Like, there's so many unpredictable factors when you're talking about people in an environment with not only with a history of substance use and people that are under the influence. Like, it is very unpredictable, and it can be very dangerous. There's a reason why you can't be fucked up at work, okay? It severely mutes your impulse control and your decision making. So yeah, obviously the beer tournament Olympics or whatever, in my opinion, is probably already a bad idea for a professional event. But if you're, if you're just having like a few drinks or whatever, that's one thing compared to like trying to get as fucked up as humanly possible. Like, these are two totally different things, right? And both of them are probably unsafe to different degrees, but if there's already an incident, the likelihood of another incident happening, it's like, why would you even risk that? It's like a professional liability thing, right? Thank you for the 2, Malcolm. Who do you think is NSE's Melee main? I don't think that she plays video games. I think that she plays, like, fucking Candy Crush. I don't think that she's a gamer girl. Everybody witness, thank you.
This deliberately ignores that optics in this case is a synonym for maintaining a safe and professional environment. Cloud9, as an employer, has a legal and ethical duty to protect its other contractors and employees from harassment. Supernova has a duty to its attendees. These are not optic decisions. These are standard, responsible business and safety decisions.
What's the chance Mango's autistic?
What's the chance Mango's autistic? This is outrageously irresponsible. She casually speculates about a developmental disorder to explain away his behavior, leaning into a harmful stereotype that autistic people are inherently socially inept in a way that leads to
and sexually aggressive. That's another one too.
Harassment. It's a baseless, offensive diagnosis by YouTube.
Like, the amount of self-flagellation that he's doing is not proportionate to the situation. It's possible that it's proportionate to all of his life's with alcohol. That might be true. I don't know. But it's
a pretty colossal fuck up. He got canned. He lost all of his fucking partnerships. It's a pretty colossal fuck up, I would say. That's a pretty colossal fuck up. And in front of the whole world, mind you. When you guys make your silly drunk mistakes, and I wouldn't consider this to be a silly drunk mistake, when you guys make those mistakes, are they broadcasted to millions of people? No. Like, yeah, this is a colossal fuck up, yes.
This is miserable.
Autism cancels out alcohol, in case you guys didn't know. If you're autistic, it's physiologically impossible for you to get drunk. Write that down.
This is awful. This is the worst possible outcome of this situation. And every single person around him and the workplaces, if anyone is still his friend, which I'm assuming that, like, Ludwig and some of these people are his actual friends, you should be advocating for him not to be dropped. You should be advocating for him to still be loved and cared for. Because if there is one...
You should be advocating for strict boundaries. If you go to treatment and you get sober and you can maintain your sobriety, you're welcome to try again in the future. Until you are ready to get sober and maintain your sobriety, we will not work with you. There you go. Easy.
One thing I know about recovery from addiction is that you need a network around you, that when you finally go through the process of, like, being humiliated in such a way that you, like...
And the strongest networks are going to be sober networks. There's a reason that relapse is incredibly high in people that go to jail for possession, because they go to jail, they forcibly detox, they're clean, they come out, where do they go? They go right back to where they were. And you can say the same thing for inpatient treatment for people that go right back to where they were before they left for treatment. It's because they're going back to the same environment, same people, same triggers, same cues. If he has the support network of every year we do this fucking Beer Olympics Mario Kart tournament or whatever the fuck, that's not going to help at all. The proper advice here is get a sober network. That is the proper advice.
Need an intervention, which this is essentially his intervention, but instead of it being like his family all confronting him about, like, the thefts and the way that he's lied and the way that he's, like, let them down, it's hundreds of thousands of people.
Bro, I have also seen intervention. I am your expert. Pipe down.
And his entire career.
Happened. I mean, multiple people feeling comfortable while drunk. A beer cart. There's no excuse. It was messed up. It hurt people across the line. I take full responsibility and I reach out to people involved, trying to make things right. Also,
I'm worried. I'm so worried for this man. This is so sad. And it sounds like if he's saying this, maybe it sounds like he needs alcohol recovery, which is good that he's realizing that. You know, it's good that he's wanting to make a change. But this level of apology, this level of shame that he is holding from this one event is too big. It's too big. And every single person in his life that is close to him, that is supporting that self-belief, that he should be this ashamed over this, like, one instance, they're not being...
It was just one genocide. Why is everybody so mad at Hitler? Like, unfortunately, the problem is, and it's very sad. It's very sad because a lot of people, the biggest problem with any kind of substance use is always the enabling. And that's exactly what this is. People who are in recovery thrive in ambiguity and gray. You know, I'm having a really hard time with my drinking. I think I might have a problem. I'm only gonna have 3 beers. Once you have 3 beers, it's like, well, I guess maybe I'll just wait an hour. And then I can have another one. And then it basically resets in like an hour. Or I'm only going to drink on the weekends. And then suddenly holidays become weekends. And then suddenly Friday's technically the weekend as well. And then, oh, well, Thursday is my aunt's birthday. So, and then on Wednesday, you know, we're getting wings after work. So obviously I have to. I don't want them to know anything's wrong. You take this much wiggle room and you pry it open. Because the disease that is addiction is constantly seeking substances, is constantly seeking a way to get loaded. So if you don't have that accountability and you continue to allow people to like make you feel bad enough to excuse their substance use, that's a problem. That is a problem. He should be ashamed. That was horrifically embarrassing. It was inappropriate. It was wrong. He's lucky that he didn't get charges. And best case scenario is that he just got dropped and he didn't have to do any kind of like compensation to the women that he embarrassed, probably per contract. Like continually saying, well, I'm really worried because these consequences are going to make him drink. That's probably what got him here in the first place. Everybody was too scared to say, hey, this is fucked up, stop doing this. Everybody was too scared to give him a reality check. Oh, he's having a hard time. He's having a hard time. We shouldn't do it now. Like you cannot give people excuses. You cannot enable this behavior. You cannot do it. It does nothing. They get worse when they're enabled.
Friend, that's not what love looks like. You don't watch somebody you love and care about completely torch themselves and self-flagellate when they don't deserve it.
She critiques Mango's own apology.
That's called rock bottom, baby, and you got to get there. All on your
the level
own.
Of shame too big, and that his friends are wrong to support his self-belief that he should be this ashamed. She is so committed to her narrative that the behavior was minor that she invalidates the perpetrator's own feelings of remorse. He understands the gravity of his action.
Scones and Jam with the $5 reduce. Struggling with addiction is no joke, but addiction can make you selfish. The people around you do not deserve to be drained and abused. And that's the other thing too, is that like it is intolerable to be around people who are in active addiction. It's intolerable. It's like stealing, lying, backstabbing, stealing shit, pawning shit, always figuring out a way to use. Like, it's exhausting. And it's always the other person's fault if you don't give them. It's, you never give me money. Fuck you. I do all this shit for you, but you won't give me $20. Oh my fucking God. It's like, at the end of the day, what it comes down to is it's manipulation. Lie, cheat, steal to get loaded. That's what it is. And it is fucking exhausting to be around. And it is incredibly frustrating that people feel the obligation to enable that behavior because they care for somebody. You're carrying them right into the fucking grave. That's what your caring is doing. Okay? Sometimes people need a fucking reality check. People do need to hit rock bottom. And anybody who has a long history of sobriety will tell you that. The coldest, harshest wake-up call in the entire world is when you are on your own at the bottom of a fucking well and no way to get up. You have to do it yourself. That is the end of the discussion. And anybody who tells you any other way is sugarcoating it. Like, you are enabling these people to kill themselves with substance abuse because you're afraid of what? Afraid of what? That they're going to be mad at you? Grow up. That's the real grow up moment right there.
And their cumulative effect on his life better than she does, yet she dismisses his profound regret as disproportionate. Erudite's analysis is a comprehensive failure. She leverages her credentials, not for insight, but for authority, to push a biased narrative. She systematically minimizes harassment, equates it with trivial drunken antics, and shifts blame from the perpetrator to the victims and organizers. By framing all accountability as a cowardly concession to optics, she reveals a fundamental misunderstanding of professional ethics, workplace safety, and the real-world consequences of addiction when it harms others. Her take is not the common sense she claims to be providing. It is a dangerous and regressive defense of unacceptable behavior that ultimately does a disservice to victims of harassment and to individuals genuinely seeking recovery through accountability.
Yeah, this video made me crash the fuck out. I can't find the original one anywhere. I cannot find the original VOD anywhere. I can't find it. It's just this. In the original VOD, she's talking about, she calls it countered conditioned responses. That's not what they're actually called. They're called conditioned compensatory responses. I can never say that word right, but this is the idea that your tolerance changes depending on environment. So the theory goes that somebody who is addicted to heroin that normally shoots up like at their home, if they go to a party and there's heroin, the environmental cues are not preparing your body to like get high, and so your tolerance is lowered. First of all, wrong name for it. Second of all, this has been done with rats and alcohol and has not been replicated in humans. That's literally not how that works at all. It's just it just pisses me the fuck off. It pisses me the fuck off. I'm really, really glad that I wasn't actually able to find the full VOD because I would have crashed the absolute fuck out. I have to watch not so erudite content off of stream because I will literally like pull my hair out and eat it. And I cannot do that on stream. It's very unbecoming of me to rip my hair out and eat it. It's not very demure. So very sad. Very sad. And also, Scones and Jam, thank you. Everybody witness. Apologies for the miss. Witness, guys. Yeah. There is nothing wrong with refusing to enable an addict. There is nothing wrong with that. She's just not very smart. Me and DZ send each other not so erudite stuff all the time because there's something about her that just I think it's because it's uncanny valley. Like she doesn't really know how to act like a person. It's very creepy. And it makes me like uncomfortable. Like it was the one that I was watching last night. Like if you this is for another time entirely. But she was watching a panel and she was like watching the people on the panel for their reactions so she would react. It's like she's like not actually a human being. It's like she's like a monster in like a skin suit or something. She's like a robot or something. She's very, 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 very peculiar. And it just very off-putting. Very off-putting. She's also oddly misogynistic for being a woman. I mean, I guess it's not necessarily uncommon, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like a, tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. It's very, very upsetting to me. Very upsetting to me. Okay. I don't know if I think I'm just going to do a quick little stream today, you guys. I think that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go... Oh, the TikTok where she talks about how Steven thinks that she's smart and good at her job makes me want to crawl out of her fucking skin. Oh my god. Queeman did a video on that, didn't he? Queeman covered that? Oh my god. If you guys want to crash out, watch this video. That's a good one. Thank you for reminding me of that. That's the Unfuck America Tour one, right? That's the Unfuck America Tour one, right? Let me see if I can find that. That's a good video. That is a good one. That is a good one. I remember listening to that when I was coming back from Shambhala. I remember that because I was like, I'm very overstimulated. We were just like at a rave for a week. I need to be completely left alone. Like I was like, I can't talk to anybody for like 4 business days. I need you to like never speak again to like every single person. I was very overstimulated. And so I was listening to I was catching up on all the YouTube drama that I missed. When was that? It's this one. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. If you guys want some more not so erudite content, here you go. This is a good one. You will crash out. This is so funny. Well, I'm kind of like a based queen, actually, if you think about it. Ma'am, you are 33. Ma'am, you are 33. As a heckin' Valedorino queen who's got some pretty based and pog takes. Shot caller. Where's her shot caller? Mr. Borelli. I need her to have a shot collar on. Your dog be acting crazy again. Come and get your dog, bro. Come and get your dog, bro. He don't bite. He don't bite. Yeah, yes, she fucking does, bro. Get your dog, bro. Also, don't let an addict endanger your life or your health because they're too consumed in their own pain. If you can't make them change their mind or go to rehab, it's not your fault. Very true. Very wise words. Thank you, Scones and Jam, for the big donor redo. Everybody witness, please. Yeah, I mean, addiction's difficult because obviously you don't want to see people that you care about in those situations, but the truth of the matter and truer words have never been spoken, okay? I've known many people in my life that have been in addiction. I've had my own issues with it. I've, family members, friends, spin the wheel, okay? Very, very familiar territory to me. The truest thing that has ever been said is you will get sober or you will get clean when you are ready and not a minute before. There is not a single person in the world that can force you to do it. You will do it when you're ready. And when you're ready is usually at the bottom of the barrel. And you have to let people make the mistakes to get to the bottom, okay? And, I mean, those wake-up calls are invaluable, okay? They are invaluable. Once somebody has those experiences, they'll be ready. You have to let people make mistakes. You have to let people fall so they can learn to get up on their own. It's like if you have a little kid and you always do something for the kid, like the kid, I don't know, you always brush your kid's teeth, or I don't know, you always cut up your kid's food. Suddenly, you have a 20-year-old that doesn't know how to use cutlery. You have to let people learn. You have to let people learn. And sometimes that's really hard to do. Sometimes it's hard to watch people fail. Sometimes that is very difficult, but you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to let people make these mistakes. That's how they grow. That's how they grow. That's the only way it's going to work. All right. A good crash out for the soul. Yeah. I mean, alcohol is also really dangerous to come off of as well. Alcohol is also very dangerous to come off of as well because alcohol withdrawal is one of the only withdrawals that can actually kill you. If you're like a very serious alcoholic, it's really important to get detox because you can't just cold turkey it. You can die. That's really important. Who's live right now? Oh, Wick's live, guys. Oh my god. Are we gonna Wick out? Just kidding. I would not do that to you guys. That would be fucking evil. Wouldn't it? That would be fucking evil. That would be evil. What all are we doing, guys? How long have we been going for here? Alright. I'll send you guys to Krim. I'll send you guys to Krim. You guys go be nice to Krim. Oh. Go to detox, guys. Sobriety is wonderful. It's a gift. It's wonderful. There's nothing wrong with recreationally engaging in whatever it may be, you know, but responsibility, being able to stop when you're supposed to, blah, blah, blah. Never be afraid to ask for help. Never be afraid to ask for support, etc., etc., etc. Okay, there's plenty of resources available. All right. I'm going to send you guys to Krim. We just had a quick little crash out this evening. Why not? All right. Love you guys lots. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will be back on Monday, unless something super fucking crazy and twisted happens over the weekend, then I might scurry back for a quick little girl time. But as it stands right now, I'll see you guys on Monday. I don't know. Maybe somebody will do something crazy. I don't know. Maybe like a new call or something will drop. I don't know. That'd be so weird if there was like another secret hidden call that dropped. That'd be so weird. I don't know, might come scurrying back. Either way, thank you so much for your time and your generosity and your company. I love you guys all so much, and I will see you later, alligators. Hug, hug, kiss, kiss. XOXO Gossip Girl, have a great weekend for me, okay? Love you guys lots. Bye-bye.
Barely becoming more than a prop for his cover life, so without children to take care of, a wife to maintain, or enemies with a grudge, Dexter has more maneuverability as a killer than just about any other time in the series aside from the first season. Additionally, the only person who knows Dexter's real secret at this point, Rudy, is dead. And with Deborah still recovering from the trauma Rudy caused her in season 1, and now with no Frank Lundy around to pull her out of her depression, Deborah is also out of the equation for this investigation. She's still investigating homicides, but she won't be on the task force to hunt the Bay Harbor Butcher like Lundy had assigned her. Season 2 Dexter obviously has some advantages in the detection department, but
I hate power scalers. What if the story was entirely different? What then? What if the world was made of pudding?
It's not setting itself up to ask any questions, to analyze anything about any of these characters.
Like, what if Dexter was just a completely different guy? What conversation are we? This is why I don't like power scalers. And that's what this is.
Dexter was literally me.
Okay, let's keep going.
he also has some disadvantages. At this point in time, Dexter strictly adheres to the code, and so far he has made 0 mistakes or exceptions in following it. This means